and welcome to Art at Home with Miss Beth. Today we're going to work with proportions and drawing the human face. So when you talk about proportions, it's a size relationships. It's kind of like parts of a whole. So when you are drawing the face, the eyes relate to the nose that relates to the lips. So it's a whole thing. So when we think about the, and this will be just a really easy tutorial, and you can make it your own. Once we get where things actually go, you can look in a mirror. I think looking in a mirror is a good indicator, and helping you see is a huge part of art as well. So everyone's shape face is not the same. However, for this part, we're going to make everyone shaped kind of like an egg, upside down egg. So we're going to do an oval. I'm going to make it pretty big too. And I'm going to leave room over here to do other things. And I'm very sketchy when I draw. That way I get kind of what I want. I'm going to go over it a little darker now so that you guys can see what I have. Chin. I'm going to come up here. Haha. Okay. So I have basically a shape of a head. And going lightly is the best way, because then you're going to be able to erase when you need to. My eraser is kind of junky, but whatever. It'll be fine. So your eyes are actually in the center of your head. So most people draw eyes clear up here at the top. But in reality, your eyes are going to be on this line. So I'm drawing a line across, which is half. This is where we're going to place the eyes once we do that. So in proportion, your nose is going to be in the middle here. So right now I have a big X. If I go from your eyes to the chin, halfway is about here. There's your nose. Halfway from your nose to the chin is your mouth. So right now we just have these lines. That's all we need right now. When we work with eyes, now eyes typically, I'm going to come over here, are probably, and everyone's eyes are shaped differently as well, kind of almond shape, like a football. And the thing is too, with eyes, you have, if you look in the mirror, you have an eyes width apart, meaning that when we put our eye here, that size, you'll have one between both eyes, and you'll also have one on the outside. Your whole face across would be 5 eye widths apart. That sounds super weird, but yeah, that is basically what it is. So I'm going to start, and I'm trying to space it out so it looks like a football. So I know it's this wide. Yep, there's an eyes width here, and if I take it there, there's an eyes width starting about here. And I'll tell you something else. Your face, I mean, even though this is kind of symmetrical right now, you are not symmetrical. Well, you might be, but there's very, very few people in the world that are. If you took a mirror and you laid the mirror right in the middle of your face and you looked into here and here, you wouldn't look like the same person as you do here, and the same here. Which is, you should try it. It's super cool. The people that are perfectly symmetrical are few and far between. I think Angelina Jolie is one of them. I'm trying to remember now, but there are a few out there. But it doesn't matter. This doesn't have to be exactly the same, and that's a lot of people will struggle saying, well, this doesn't look exactly right. Yeah, it's fine for now. So with your eye, you've got a little bit of a tear duct here, a little bit of a tear duct here. You have an eyelid. You can see you've got a fold. I'm being sketchy. That's what it is here. And then you have your eyeball itself. So with the eyeball, you're not going to ever see the top or the bottom. It kind of sets in, and then you'll have a pupil here as well. So this is a typical eye. A lot of people want to do the individual eyelashes. You can do that if you want. I typically, if you make it a little darker, you know that's what that is. So I'm going to go in here And I'm going to put my eye here, and you're not going to see the bottom. Pupil here. I'm going to do the same on this side. Pupil here. They're almost like little parentheses there. Okay, there's my eyes. Now, if we're talking proportions, the inside, these tear ducts will line up. This is where your nose will be. Your pupils here, if I draw a line down, that's where your end of your mouth will be. And the trick with this, guys, see, that looks kind of scary. The trick with this is that you can always go back and erase. It's not a huge issue at all. Okay, noses really scare people off. Everybody's nose is different. I'm going to just show you a basic way to do it. When you look in the mirror, look to see how yours is. Some people's noses turn up. Some people's are a little wider. If you've ever played with those emojis, or that's not really the emoji, like a Bitmoji where you're making yourself and you get to see what nose you pick, and they give you a nice variety. They do that with the eyes and the lips, and that's because everybody's looks different. But for us, we're going to, for the nose, I'm going to do it a little bigger over here. So we're going to do, it's a wave, so it's going to go over, under, and over. And then we put parentheses on either side. So it's going to be like this. If I start about here, up, down, up, and then ending there, ending there. Some people may have a little ball in their nose, or maybe their nose is this way. Doesn't matter. That was just an easy way to do it. Okay, so we have a nose, lips. Now for lips, you've got your line in the middle. Typically, it's going to go, you've got, I don't even know what this little thing is called. You've got that little thing underneath your nose. It's what pushes your lips apart. So I'm going to very lightly, because I don't really want to see that. If I'm doing some shading, I probably will, but this is going to go, and your lips all are different. Some people have thin, some people have full. This is going to go up. So this is just to draw any kind of a person. And then this could be like that too, which is kind of repeating. It's repeating that little mountain. And then the bottom here, bottom lip. And I usually don't. I use more shading when I add that. I don't typically add all that to it. What are we missing? Oh gosh, eyebrows. Eyebrows are huge. What do you think eyebrows are for? Eyebrows are basically something that catches sweat so that they don't run into your eyes. And used to be, you would take this is how a lot of people will do it. Your eyebrow starts and then it ends, and you have an arch about here. So I'm going to just, and you want to look, I mean, you're looking in the mirror if you're drawing yourself, or if you're drawing your neighbor, look to see what their eyebrows, everybody's eyebrows are different. So typically, and this is just an average eyebrow. Sometimes people, it's so fair that you don't really see it because the hair is so blonde, or so light, or so thin. Mine are super thin, unfortunately. And I can't do anything about that. Okay, eyebrow. They're not the same by any means. Ears. So with your ears, and you can look in the mirror, but typically your ears are about lined up with that top of your eye to your bottom. And then you want them pretty much the same on both sides. Ta-da! We need a neck. Okay, your head is like the weight of a bowling ball. Does this look like a good neck for you? No. That would not hold. That would be the skinniest neck ever. You want to line up your neck. I'm going to go down. It's kind of, it swerves a little. That looks pretty decent. And then you've got your shoulders. Just like so. And I'm thinking it's like the end of your eye, probably. But a lot of this, like I'm saying, look in the mirror. I mean, I've known some people have a little wider neck. I don't think it's going to be any thinner because you're not going to be able to hold it up. Hair. And look, if we go back and look, eyes are in the center. That's what we have. This lines up. These line up. Your ears. And then once you add some hair, let's see, what kind of hair do we want to do? I typically have that side part if I'm doing me. Maybe you wouldn't even see. You can add earrings if you wear earrings. And then your hair does go over. I've had a lot of kids will make it the same. You want to make it go over because, you know, well, mine's super thin hair. However, it still is going to be over the top there. Over. So, this is kind of a rough drawing of a face in proportion. So in relationship to size and where things are placed on the head. So what I could do with this now, I could go in and I could start some shading. And shading is just you're adding more darks places. And that's all about looking in the mirror as well. You have lights, you probably have a little light source here. I'm just gonna very quickly add some shading. Yeah, shading's actually kind of fun. And I think you probably need the right pencils to do that. Right now I'm using a 4B. Yeah. So if you have the Bs are the softer lead and not lead, graphite. And it will actually get darker darks. 6B is my favorite to use. And if you do the H's, it's a hard lead. And the hard lead is going to be a lot lighter. They're actually better for beginning sketching. I'm just doing some of this. Your top lip is always darker than the bottom. And with the bottom, I don't do a lot. I do more shading underneath to get that size right. Your neck, it's going to be dark. And look at your light source. Where's the light coming from? Right now, my light is from my window. Yay! And your hair is going to be... Oops, I didn't mean to go onto that side. But this is just kind of a rough look of what a little bit of shading can do to it. If you want it a little darker, like you have eyelashes. But you don't have to go in and do individual eyelashes. I also don't like to do individual teeth, because then it looks like you have, I don't know, candy corn in your mouth. It's kind of a gross look. Okay, so that's kind of halfway. But you can go back in and make it more. You can add color. I've had kids do monochromatic scheme with this, and actually that one was super fun because you could make your face all blue, and you would do tints and shades of blue. You could just do pencil. You could go back in with crayon. You can go back in with anything. Whatever you have at home. I think my neck, see, I'm going back in. I think my neck still needs to be a little bit wider. And you can always fix things as you go. And there's my hair. So, I just wanted to thank you for joining me today and doing proportions of a face. If you have any comments or questions, or you want to post anything, I would love to see what you're making. I hope you have a wonderful and safe day. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.